Preparing for your past life regression session. Well, either you're watching this because you have a session with me and I sent you the link and now you're watching it, and thank you. Look forward to meeting you. Or you're just curious about what the hell this whole past life regression thing is and how would I prepare for it. Well, it's really simple. Number one, I want you to really take the time, put in the effort to write a list of questions that I can ask your higher self when you're under. That list of questions, I recommend between 5 and 20 questions. I find that when clients go much over 20 questions, it starts pulling in the conscious mind. And I also find that most people that have over 20 questions tend to ask the same questions with different words over and over. Not necessary. So, you want to write your list of questions. And look, I'm the guy that used to do my homework on the bus on the way to school, or even sitting at my desk before class started. And you can do that too with your questions. It's your session. But if you want to get the most out of the session, putting energy into writing those questions, putting time, intentionality, will really pay off. Now, that doesn't mean overthinking. Overthinking is the worst thing you can do preparing, besides like getting drunk or something like that. Okay? Nobody's attempted that yet, showing up drunk. Some people showed up high, and like I wrote in the description, this one woman was 85 years old, calls me the day before the session and asked me, should I smoke a joint before I come in for the session? I said, no, please don't. You can smoke one afterwards, I don't care, but no. I don't need somebody like forgetting what's happening because they're stoned. Now, I have had people come in and say, oh yeah, I smoked a joint before I came. And I basically said, well, I wish you didn't, but okay, you're here. You don't need other substances in order to do hypnosis. In fact, they're more likely to get in the way than to help in any way. Okay, so don't do that. But if you drink coffee, like me, drink it like normal. Don't have more than usual. Don't get to the point where you're all jittery and all of that. You want to be able to relax. But what I don't need is for you to have a headache because you didn't have your caffeine, or you're all sleepy or whatever. Do your normal thing. If you have a cup or two in the morning, have your cup or two on the morning of the session. Okay. When you write your list of questions, there are a few things that are kind of recommended for almost everybody. Number one, you're going to want to know your life purpose. Now, if you absolutely don't care or don't believe in life purpose or whatever, it's your session. You don't have to ask it. Forgive me if I throw it in because it's kind of like everybody's number one question. But if you really don't want it asked, make a point, and I will really try to not ask it. But life purpose, definitely. Everybody has a life purpose. And sometimes you'd be shocked what that life purpose is. Sometimes people actually have a resting life. And their life is just to chill. Just do whatever you want. It's fine. This is a resting life. This is a vacation in Hawaii lifetime. Maybe you're born into a well-adjusted family that has plenty of money, but not too much to cause issues. and mom and dad love you, and now you're in a happy marriage, and your kids love you, and it's beautiful, and that's it. God bless. I'm glad you exist. Most of us are on more of, especially most of us that get into past life regression, we're more on an evolutionary path that involves a lot of things we have to deal with. So anyway, you have a life purpose. You might want to know that. Along with your life purpose, you're born with certain abilities, certain talents, and you might not know what those are. You might not have even opened that present yet. So you'll want to know. Most of the time, you know what it is, and either you doubt it or you think it's a stretch. Like, for example, if your higher self were to tell you that your life purpose is to spread joy, and the talent that you have for spreading joy is singing, and you don't even think that you have a voice for singing whatsoever, and that's ridiculous, and I would be mortified singing in front of others. Well, what we want to do is when your higher self says that, then we want to say, well, what's blocking that from happening? Well, shyness, self-doubt. When she was 4, she was singing, and her mom plugged her ears and said, ouch. And so she developed an idea that she has an unpleasant voice, and she talks unnaturally softly, and it's a whole huge issue. And then I will ask the higher self, could you please remove that issue so that she can be more aligned? And can you align her with the talent of her voice? And then maybe could you just start her off singing in the shower and loving it and feeling how happy it makes her, so that there's a loop? You get the idea, okay? Normally what it is that you're going to be, you already sing, but maybe not professionally. Maybe you just enjoy it when there's a birthday party and you get to join in with everybody else and sing happy birthday. And so when your higher self says, no, your singing thing is bigger than that, you might think, well, that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. And you might not listen. Okay? So what we want to do is not only find out the information, but help you make the shift energetically. And that's what we're going to try to do. Okay. So you want to have your normal coffee. You want to write your list of questions. And in terms of getting used to doing hypnosis or, getting your brain in shape for it, best thing is meditation. Because meditation gets you to the same state. Now, the thing is with hypnosis is simply taking you to the alpha brainwave level, or deeper. And meditation will do that too. Vegging out on TV will do that. Driving down the freeway for hours will do that. But the best way to have this thing of being able to tap into the higher self, other dimensions, past lives, all that, is to be able to quiet the mind or ignore the mind and allow something else to come through. Meditation's a good idea. And basically, don't overthink it. Have an intention. Have your list of questions. Be open to anything. And if you want to practice, then just meditate. But the thing is, I've seen people come in agitated, overthinking, and have an amazing breakthrough session. I've seen other people come in exuding spirituality and have a tougher time because the thoughts, as they intrude on the session, the person follows the intrusive thoughts more than the actual session. So just be willing to surrender the ego to the higher self, to find your bigger identity, and that's mainly what you need to do. But spend time on those questions. The questions are key. Thanks so much for watching. For more information, go to andysway.com, or you can email me at andysway@yahoo.com. Thanks.